In the meantime, I'm gonna walk over to the monitor.
Okay.
I want to show you guys this. Do you remember these scenes in Seattle? This was January 21st, 2017. Doesn't seem like that long ago. Maybe I can get this to move. Looks like it's a little frozen for us, but you know, we saw a lot of people, women, men, children, all donned in pink. This is for the Women's March, and you know, all there to support women's causes, and it was all about breaking barriers. So a lot of you might want to know, like, how do we break barriers now? So we've got a very special guest sitting over by Angela. Yeah, right? I'm coming over. I'm coming over. This is so cool because this is awesome.
Yeah, this is the author of this book that Michelle is holding up, Kristen Rowe Finkbeiner. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And really, this is about taking a moment, the one that she highlighted, and really turning it into a movement, right?
Absolutely. It's turning marching into a verb that we do every day in the way that works best for us.
Okay, and it's called Moms. It's called, yeah, there we go. Let's get the title.
Keep marching.
Keep marching.
How every woman can take action and change our world. And this comes out today. This was so exciting. And you've already had a lot of people tweet you. Shonda Rhimes tweeted you.
It had an excerpt on her Shondaland. You can find it on Twitter right now. Time Magazine did an excerpt. I'm so excited I can't even speak. And when I left my house, it was #1 on Amazon in Women in Politics. And I almost fainted, and I've lost my ability to speak. And I hope everybody gets the book, because all the proceeds go to Moms Rising to build a movement. There are no author profits here. So this is all about building a movement and building on this moment in time.
Okay, so tell us more about Moms Rising. What is it?
Well, Moms Rising was started 10 years ago by a handful of women, and we actually grew through mom telling mom, woman telling woman, to over 1 million members, including 40,000 members right here in Washington State.
Wow.
We recently helped pass paid family medical leave for everybody in Washington State, to the point of what's going on with workers' rights. We also recently helped pass the Equal Pay Act here, you know, and we're having a lot of opportunity to see the power of women. So I wrote a book about how more people can have the power of women.
I was going to ask, how, you know, was this book born? Because I read somewhere that you said it was election night for you.
It was a moment. I was standing in Hillary Clinton's party in New York City on election night, and there was literally a giant glass ceiling over our heads. My daughter was there with me. It was supposed to be a historic evening, but it wasn't. The glass ceiling remained intact, and in that moment, as we saw the returns coming in and the writing on the wall that she wasn't going to win, it was that moment that this book was born, because I knew that we had to keep marching, we had to keep fighting, we had to keep moving toward equality, and not in the other direction that the other candidate was pulling us, which I thought was backwards.
Right. Well, and we appreciate you sharing your perspective on that. And when it comes to the book, what do you, we obviously can't get into all of it right now, but what are some major takeaways for people? And because there were a lot of us who went to that march, and we remember that day and what it felt like. But being able to take that moment and put it into action is a different story. So what are some takeaways for women out there who's like, yeah, I want to turn this into more? What can they do?
Well, one of the things that's exciting is there's a whole bunch of issues in the book, but then at the end of each chapter, there are how-tos. How to call your member of Congress, how to set up a meeting, how to have an elevator pitch, how to be heard, how to change minds, change legislation, change our state, change our nation. And we have a lot of examples throughout about women who have done just that. So the first thing that people need to take away is believing in themselves, believing in their voice. We have cynicism just sort of flying across the country right now. I'm here to tell you, do not be cynical. Change can happen. I've seen it happen, and I know it will happen again, and I'm so honored to be part of Women Rising in Washington State and across the country.
I feel so inspired right now. Can you have a big event tonight, right?
I do. It's the Elliott Bay Book Company at 7 o'clock. Everybody can come. The book has lots of markings in it, because that's what I'm going to read.
All right, keep marching. Kristen Rowe Finkbeiner, thank you so much for joining us. And remember, proceeds from the book will benefit Moms Rising.
Absolutely.
All right.
I want to tell everyone to text RISE to 206-448-4545, and we'll send you a link with all the details as well. So,
and you get to take 5 high five. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.